Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I'm psyched to have a silent run today. I think we finally hit that, like, catching point where my newfound strategy is starting to give us results. I hope. It's off the work we go. I hope. That's not how the song goes, but that movie came out in 1938. So if it has a problem, why don't you at me? Because I'm talking to you from the past. It's December, well actually it's not December, it's November 30th, late at night. If you want to change my anecdote regarding the Disney film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I'm sorry to tell you. It's probably 2 or 3 days too late at minimum. Regardless, what am I talking about? Just trying to get into some Zane before we get into some cards. I don't know if I'd say have good luck with it, but we have to evaluate our run and our decisions based on more than just, did we win? Because my decision that I make here can inform the success of our run, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee us a win or a loss. So we have been doing a lot of lose max HP, choose a rare, or take a curse, choose a rare, for example. I think this is the best one out of these, and I'm willing to go for it. Dude, I like them all, but I think I'll go Corpse Explosion. And we pretty much are going to go for this elite right off the bat. Let me think. Apply 6 poison. I really like the idea of this on the weak enemy. You know why I do it on the weak enemy? Oh! What's going on? Hello, Slay? Oh, it's back. Okay. That was weird. I clicked on malware bites instead of end turn. And I think it led to some troubles. Well, it turns out it's unlikely to be that relevant. But I was like, if we do it this way, this unit is guaranteed to die, and it'll do 11 damage to this unit, making it very likely we kill them. Most of the time, we'll probably commit to doing a, I do like Cloak and Dagger, but it's common. We can probably add it later. Everything else is a little bit more situational, I think. And, dude, 9 poison? Is that... What do you think? 9 poison better or worse than 2 weak? I'm kind of tempted to go for 2 weak right now, but... If this gets a kill a turn faster, it might save us a lot more than 1 extra weakness will. So, anyway, you got the idea. Most of the time, you would probably try to put Corpse Explosion on the unit with the highest HP, I think. And the reasoning there is highly simple. It does the most damage to all the other units. It ensures that all the other units are definitely going to die. That time, I just thought it was interesting, okay? So sue me that we would do things maybe a little differently. Definitely, I will still go with an escape plan. I have not gotten any tweets from anybody. That was the best we could have done on block there, unfortunately. I've not gotten any tweets from anybody that's like, you overvalue escape plan. Seems like everybody's pretty much on the same page as far as that goes. So you're on 9 HP, which means I need to do like 15. Oh, Corpse Explosion will just kill you. That's nice. I forgot. In some circumstances, Corpse Explosion might cycle back around before the enemy dies. So sure, it has an accelerating effect. I'm going to continue to take nothing, but I was tempted to add a Flying Knee. So this is a situation where, sadly, we don't have the opportunity, but if we did, probably would Corpse Explosion the higher HP enemy. Lucky us. So you should be dead next turn. You'll take your friend with you. This is going really well, but I will, you know, if it's not abundantly clear, I have noticed we haven't yet been able to add much poison relation to this deck. I do think Bane is good enough to add. I'm willing to do that, especially considering we're probably coming close to the point where we're going to cut some basic strikes. Now, this is going to suck pretty hard. He started with 21 more HP than usual. Faster we can get around to our second Corpse Explosion, maybe the better. Or really Bane at this point might be what we're looking for. And thankfully we were able to get there. He's doing 15 damage. How do we want to approach this? I think we will probably kill him next turn. So I'm going to pop this potion. We're taking 12 instead of 15, so we better kill him this turn. We didn't really put up too much block. We got him, though. Totally acceptable fight. Mercury Hourglass, Emerald Key, of course, and Fruit Juice, probably the best potion. Personally, I think we're better off with Deadly Poison. You may disagree. 7 poison. Bane gets, admittedly, substantially better. It gets 6 extra damage on average. I'm willing to do that right off the bat. And then let's see. We're being super aggro here. Way more aggro than we probably should be, but I wanted to draw Deadly Poison. He is going to wake up. We might as well hit him then. And I think we're going to get out ahead of this guy. I'm just looking. We do get to rest reasonably soon. So I'm not super worried. To be honest, I'm kind of committing to the defend here. I think it's actually not bad at all. I think we're going to be able to get around. I was hoping for something a little bit more juicy on that turn, admittedly. But we only have to do 11 damage to you on this turn, which is highly simple. That was a totally acceptable fight. I'm feeling okay. Anchor's nice. Terror. Deck's getting a little fat. But I can't deny that being able to focus down the enemy with Corpse Explosion, certainly we'll take Sapphire Key here, being able to focus down the enemy who has Corpse Explosion on them. Oh, we could have played Deadly Poison, I forgot we had Anchor. Being able to focus down the enemy who has Corpse Explosion on them is going to be useful for me, without a doubt. So I think that Terror is probably worth it. It will be a dead draw when we draw it before we're able to purge an enemy's artifact, but I think I respect that too much. I will take a Poison Stab. And perhaps against my better judgment, who's our... It's the Hexaghost. You know what? I'm going for that thick deck. It's spooky. Don't get me wrong. This is the perfect situation for Corpse Explosion. I mean, I'll apply 9 poison, and then I'll hit you for 20. Wow, and I complain about this fight. All the time, embarrassingly enough. Okay, everything's going just fine. What else can we add to this deck that could take it even further? Well, I'm looking at a well-laid plans plus card removal over the relics is the way I'm thinking about it right now. Of course, Dark Shackles against the Hexaghost could be incredible. And against the final boss, it could be incredible. Sometimes we're going to dead draw it, though. Maybe I'm disrespecting this card. But well-laid plans I know is good. I'm going to cut a basic strike. We've added a lot of offense to this deck. Then we choose. And I think we choose nothing. I'm very, very happy with where this deck stands right now. Corpse Explosion is not going to be worth much, unfortunately. But the poison we used to get there will be. You're likely to split no matter what. I think, well, we could have made you not split. But I'm like, why not just put that 16 damage on you nonetheless? Can't poison you, unfortunately, but you're dead regardless. And I don't know what we're going to upgrade next. We probably will upgrade before we do the Hexaghost fight instead of resting. And it's the boss that I'm happiest to see, without a doubt. So this feels like a very powerful silent run for this early on. Do we need a blur? So, I mean, I'll stop you. It doesn't fit the archetype, but simultaneously, I think it's just agnostically a very good card. So I am going to do it. And probably we'd go well-laid plans first, even though blur is amazing, but I am pretty pleased with where we're at. So I'm going to start with power. And we'll definitely go, I think we'll go footwork on this one. Am I still going to pop the Dex Potion? We'll see next turn. But certainly, we're going to go like this. Just stack that poison as high as it'll go. So next turn's the dangerous one. 24 damage. We only have 1 defend, so I am willing to pop it. Now, I'm not thrilled about taking 15 damage, but in the whole scheme of things, I think we're still pretty far ahead of where we would need to be here. So we'll probably blur, defend, strike. Keep 2 defends. And blur, I mean, is doing work. Obviously, next turn we will not need to block. We've got our shuffle, and we'll just go for 3 hits. Pretty devastating turn. 32 damage done to the enemy. Plus, I forgot about the effects of Mercury Hourglass, which are not very high right now, but one day. Perhaps one day. This is an easy turn. Wow, dude. The progressive effect of poison. I mean, this has made this a very, very easy fight, and I'm feeling extremely good about where this deck is right now. The only thing I will say is I don't know how this deck works for future fights. I don't know how it does against the boss. We've never really tried to make a poison deck work there, or we've never succeeded at least. Certainly, I think Adrenaline is an easy pick here. I don't disrespect Tools of the Trade, but I worry that you need to build around it, right? Like, you need to get Sneaky Strikes, and then it gives you 1 free energy per turn. Well, it gives you 1 free attack per turn. I'd rather have Adrenaline and hopefully get that set up. Did they nerf the frequency of energy relics? Because I really feel like we haven't been getting energy relics as often as we'd like. I don't know. I guess even... I'm going to go Orrery. And anything related to poison is going to be close to an auto add. Caltrops, again, I take it every time, maybe to the point of hilarity, but I'm going to take it here as well. I do feel like a leg sweep is still worth adding. So in the end, what have I done here? Well, I added 2 cards. I think I'm going to add a Deflect as well. People have told me I've been sleeping on Deflect. And I mean, you know, I'm actually going to take Backstab. And it's not because I just think it's not a sunk cost fallacy of like, well, I already took, you know, Orrery, so I might as well. It's more like, the faster we can get an enemy killed that has Corpse Explosion on them, the faster it'll kill every other enemy on the field. So, I do think that there is a case to be made, at least. Now, should be abundantly clear, I hope. I'm not necessarily thrilled with the way this is going. Now, I mean, if we'd gotten an energy relic, it would have been different. We added 4 cards. I feel like the 4 cards we added were not ill-advised. And we have to play the defend. So we might as well put you, or you're already in lethal territory. We might as well get you close to lethal. We are going to take a little damage here. No big deal. They're only doing 1 each, so... Why Corpse Explosion that guy? Well, the real answer is it doesn't matter, but still, use your brain. It's amazing how quick things can pivot. Like, very recently we were like, we're killing this run. Now I'm like, things suck. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think things actually suck. Just trying to purge the negativity there. I don't think things actually suck on this run. I just think there's a ways to go before we reach, you know, where we want to be. I thought I had 2 energy, which was very dumb of me again. All we need to do is block, basically. That's why I like the free block. Wait, no. We can just hit you with that and you're dead anyway. So we are bleeding HP just a little bit, but I still think it's largely just some dumb mistakes here early. Choke, Quick Slash, Reflex. None of them are really appropriate for what we're doing. Noxious is extremely appropriate for what we're doing. We can still take the extra decks. And to be honest, I think that's probably substantially more valuable than what I was going to do, which was going to be removing a basic card. I know I just go straight past the Apparition. I shouldn't. Now this time, we're not doing 2 energy attacks, so I don't feel bad for this. We have a lot of cards to upgrade. I'm going to go for upgrades instead of relic hunting on those elite fights. So what deserves to be upgraded? I mean, Caltrops, Adrenaline, Noxious Fumes, Leg Sweep. Those are the big ones, I'd say. Escape Plane would be nice, but only because it's free. Neutralize as well. Generally speaking, Adrenaline is like we get a free card out of it, or we get 1 energy out of it, so that's good enough for me. It does only get played once, so that factors in, but, I mean, we've already done it. It's long since passed. Because we're going for poison, I'm going to hit Noxious next. Juzu Bracelet's actually very helpful to ensure that our HP stays good. Let's go for the good face, bad face, dude. At the end of combat, raise your max HP by 1. That's a good face. Say it with me. Thank you, good face. Now I see why Austin's always trying to get me to watch your show. Yes, that's a good place reference. I might get you next turn. I need to do 12 damage. We apply this, you're going to be at 13 poison. You only need to get hit for 7. Hilariously, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is take this attack potion, and I'm going to ruin your life. Beautiful. Did cost us a potion. Oh well. This floor is going okay so far. Do we need another Bane? I don't think we need a non-upgraded Bane. I would like to have it, but need is a strong word. This is a dangerous one. So, we will probably Corpse Explosion, the one most likely to die earliest. So we'll definitely Corpse Explosion. I think we're going to apply the Vulnerability Potion as well. So we're going to Backstab, Corpse Explosion, Bane. Easy enough. What kind of person would I be at this point? You would be a sane person. That's what you'd be. But all we need to do to win this fight is draw Corpse Explosion. With you having one more, we should go for you. It doesn't matter. Functionally. We should still go for you. All this being said, I am going to leg sweep you. Just to, I guess the idea behind it is like next turn you're going to do a little less damage. That's probably worth more than 6 attacks right away. Why are your attacks are so weird, dude? So I'm going to play this, and I stand by it. Stem the bleeding as much as possible. We're just trying to get this dude in a corpse explosionable situation. Be careful, because he hasn't been corpse explosioned yet. Hopefully we draw it next turn, dude. Well, we're going to draw that or Adrenaline, presumably. Ah! Oh, thank God. Okay, corpse explosion. You are also dead, so let's make it official here. Well worth it, dude. Tingsha, Letter Opener, both. I mean, Letter Opener is better than Tingsha here for us, for sure, but turns out, not feeling that dumb. Feeling kind of smart. I'm still going to Corpse Explosion you. You're just so much more killable. I do wish I had 1 extra energy, though. Oh, we start with 10 block. We don't need to play leg sweep, so we'll hit you with that. Obviously, we'll backstab you as well. I have to say, I really do feel like my backstab decision is kind of coming to fruition here. I think it's doing great work. So good. Like, just the acceleration of being able to kill the enemy in a reasonable time frame, which is aided and abetted by backstab, has been very, very nice for us. I still kind of think Bouncing Flask sort of sucks, but I'm going to take it. I'm taking it with the idea that maybe at some point we'll get, like, Specimen. Good. I can live with it. So you're going to be at 43, you're going to be at 42. So you know what? You just became our first target here. We're definitely, in case you thought I was insane, we are going to rest before our boss fight. You had not been Corpse Explosioned yet. No, you had not. Well, all this being said, a Corpse Explosion is still pretty likely to kill you relatively quickly. I don't think we're too far behind schedule here. So, I mean, a leg sweep. I don't love the idea of throwing another defend immediately after it, but sure. Really, we're just waiting on Corpse Explosion Strike to hopefully finish the job. Adrenaline helps. Sort of. This takes you to 15 poison. You are dead now. And dude, this deck is working. And it's working well. I will take an upgraded Bane. Now we will rest. We're going to be at 57 HP, which is not horrible. I think we can afford to use our steroid potion here. We just want to make sure we play Terror first. So an early well-laid plans feels great. Our next step is basically stack up poison as quickly as possible. To be honest with you, with well-laid plans, I would much rather play a Blur, store leg sweep for the next turn when he's actually attacking. We can afford to do that now. This might be a fight where we have to pay very close attention. We've kind of skated by on our good looks and roguish charm until this point. So we don't need to block, so we should play Caltrops. We might as well play Deflect. We might as well play Defend, but it really doesn't matter. We're just going to store these. Survivor leg sweep by themselves, even with Frailty, it's 15 block, which is really good. This is probably a turn where we will invest in at least Noxious. Corpse Explosion does not have to be played. We can get away with something like that. And we'll store these two. I would like to get Corpse Explosion out there, but Noxious, I think, is a little bit more important. It's half the price. We can play blocks along with playing that simultaneously. Yeah. I think we're going to be fine. This poison is going to start to do some real nice things for us. I would like to not be vulnerable / frail any longer. You know, given the opportunity, let's take no damage, and then next turn these Banes could chunk you pretty good. Always nice when that happens. We do have Blur, so as much as it seems a little bit silly, kind of like playing extra blocks so that hopefully we can get over our weakness. Oh, then now we get Frailty. Can't win for losing, dude. Alright, well, I still love the idea of taking no damage. And it's still working. We have to think about this logically. He's about to purge all debuffs. I would much rather, like, Bane, Strike, and we can hold Corpse Explosion. The idea behind it is, I mean, we could still play it for essentially 9 damage right here, or we could save it and start to rebuild the poison on him once he comes around. But I think that the best option is probably, it's minor, but like hit him with the Deadly, hit him with the Corpse Explosion. It's a pretty nice amount of damage. We'll save a Survivor Deflect for like maximum block on the next turn. So our poison was doing most of the work for us there. I was just going to say we really want to draw Neutralize. Thankfully that did happen. And we'll throw a leg sweep on top of that. You're still doing 36 damage. That's no joke, right? But we're only taking 10. Noxious is starting to chunk him a little bit. That's very useful. Genuinely, I do look at a bouncing flask as 9. Doesn't really matter how you apply 9 poison, I guess. Let's get this out of our hand. And then on top of that, Bane gets you close. Yeah, Bane is probably going to be more valuable than Poison Stab here. I always hold my breath. I want to see what damage-wise he decides to do. 18. Might as well handle it like this. You know what? Let's take 2 defends just in case. I think we've got him as long as we can stall him, and the weakness is helping out a great deal. This is a turn that would be really bad for us if he were not weak. Luckily, he's weak forever. 12 extra damage will not kill him, so let's just hit him with these. Now he's dead. He is dead, thanks to Noxious, but he almost lived. Good fight, and a sobering reminder, but a great chance for us to actually get some extra energy here. Sorry, I have a text from my wife. And it says, be careful when you go in. I said, I cleaned it. You know what happened? The cat threw up at the door. That's alright. I cleaned it up already, because I'm husband of the year. Ooh, dude, I still think the adrenaline pays here. I mean, Glass Knife is a lot of damage, no question about it. Adrenaline just helps us get our setup cards out there. Easy. And maybe I'm wrong for not taking Lizard Tail, but I feel like the extra energy is going to pay extreme dividends. So, we do need to rest. Probably, like, I learned from our last run, I think, that the first campfire, if you can do it, would probably be the best option. We don't need to apply Corpse Explosion when there's only one enemy. I think you get better value out of Noxious. The only thing I don't like about this run right now is we don't have the Specimen. We don't have the other relic, which I have not seen in 100 years. That relic is whenever an enemy dies with poison, transfer that poison to another enemy. I haven't seen that in a while. This is going so well, though. I would like either of those poison-enabled relics. We have a 28-card deck, which is, to be honest, that's a pretty fat one. But why would I be upset about that when it seems to be working out right now? I gotta kind of purge that from my mind. It's life, you know, you can't not spin the wheel. So, Decay is actually not that bad of a curse. If we find a relic that we like more... To be honest, I actually think that Paper Crane is really good. Sail away, sail away. I was wondering what that song reminded me of. So I'm going to take Paper Crane. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. Come around here. Make them all day. Get one down in a second whilst you wait. I think that's a good upgrade target for us. Just extra draw. But I'm going to remove... I'm just a little frightened here, if you don't mind. Oh, why did we not hit you with that earlier? Please. 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 I deserve that. Well, you're still dead. Okay, never mind. Nothing went wrong there. We'll remove the curse later. This is actually a curse that, I mean, while not good, its existence is not really that big of a deal. I wouldn't mind fighting elites on this floor. Dude, I honestly, genuinely look at a second backstab and think that that's a high-quality item. So maybe something's broken upstairs. But I think not so relevant. Woo. Not so relevant on the final boss, but prior to the final boss, perhaps pretty relevant. 3 extra poison. You know, being able to get 12 out of this instead of 9 is worth a lot in my world. Whetstone hits 2 strikes is just obviously fantastic news. So now we will recall. I know I was going to do it earlier. Probably were like, he's going to forget. You were right. I almost forgot. I do think a Crippling Cloud is worth it. It's also a great upgrade target if we get to upgrade before our boss. This has been one of the fastest runs I've had, to the point where I'm like a little self-conscious. This is super good. I just don't want to kill you yet. Because if we get Crippling Cloud on the next... Sorry, if we get Corpse Explosion on the next turn, you're just dead. We didn't. You're still dead. You're also dead. Dude, we just gotta focus you. Yeah, this is, I mean, if I wasn't a believer in the quality of this deck before, I'm definitely getting there now. Even in spite of the, like, the fact that we haven't gotten any of those poison relics, it's just popping. Ghost in a Jar, extremely useful. Why would you add anything to, when you hit perfection, stop messing with it. We will fight a boss from Act 1. If we could get the rare poison relic, I would be over the moon. What do we not want? We don't want to see it defend until next turn. So we'll hit you, well laid, bouncing. Hit you. You're going to go down to 74, which is a very scary amount of HP for you to be at. because it's not going to be 74. It's actually going to be, well, really 25. I actually don't know what to do with this much energy. It's like my brain is confused. Now, this might look bad, but these guys are going to split and then die anyway to Mercury Hourglass. So this has been an extremely easy fight. Really, what's dangerous, and it sounds, again, a little bit self-inflating, but what's dangerous about this run right now is fights like this have been so easy. I'm a little bit in danger of just, like, not paying attention. Not as much as I need to beat these enemies. I did say no to our next Hourglass. I stand by it. I'm going to say we don't need a Bane, which we'll draw immediately afterwards. So wait, I prefer you didn't do 24 damage. 16 is like doable, but I got other options. So 10. Now we're cooking. I'm going to weaken you nonetheless. I thought I had well-laid plans. Either way, I might not have played those cards anyway. Because I liked where you're at from a damage perspective. I'm going to Bouncing Flask you. We need that poison for a number of different reasons. I'm going to hit you. Debuff. I'd rather not. 14 damage, you know what? You drive a hard bargain. There you go. 9 damage. Now, 15 damage even. That's pretty good. Which is great, because I can't attack you. I did not draw any attacks. So I will definitely take 9 damage. At least we got something out there. Now, I will neutralize. Keep that up. Love it. Poison-wise, to be honest, I think I'm kind of digging where we are already here. I don't really want to mess with a good thing. I think I could kill you next turn. We'll start here. You need 1 poison? There you go. Alright. Sensible fight. 1 bad draw cost us 9 HP. Welcome to Slay the Spire. Hello, Tomo. I'm gonna take Caltrops. I thought about it, and I mean, not long and hard, as you can tell, but I thought about it nonetheless. My next upgrade target, assuming we beat this boss, will probably be Crippling Cloud. Hello, Tomo. He wants the pet. You want the pet, you get the pet, buddy. You want the pet, you get the pet. Hello, my Tomo. Okay. I mean, we could definitely kill one with Terror here, but I think a Terror is just so much more advisable on this guy right here, who is also going to be weakened. Let's draw. Kind of a bad draw. We are taking no damage, so I'm not too bitter about it. Not the greatest first turn, though. Okay. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I think... Here's what I like about this one, okay? Crippling Cloud enables a very easy Bane kill that takes a lot of damage off the field. And then you play this and just accept that we'd like to play those cards, but can't. Now we're cooking. So a Corpse Explosion is basically like 50 damage done to you. I can't kill you anyway, so we might as well just keep this up. We take 3 damage. Not a big problem. And we're pretty much set up. Like, we're good to go now. Everything should be focused on you. We do want to keep Survivor. Let's dump a basic strike. I hope that worked. It all happened so fast. This guy's going to be dead before you even know it. So I was going to say, we do need to play well-laid plans. Blur, obviously. The turn plays itself. Hello, Tomo, you can't be in front of the monitor, my son. Please. Thank you. Not the most elegant dismount. Please don't jump up on the desk again. I think at this point, Corpse Explosion has run its course. If we get the opportunity or are kind of, we have our hand forced, we might consider playing it, later in the fight. But for now, we pretty much got him. And we've definitely got him. Now, if we have to play the Steroid Potion to get a kill, obviously do it. If you don't, obviously slow your roll. The way we win this fight is really by putting up block. And it's kind of, without being negative, it's a weakness of the run. Putting up block. That's enough block. With that in mind, I am gonna, put 12 more poison on you. I think we'll keep this in this. It's a weakness because we don't have, we don't have dexterity. We didn't take that many, actual block cards. You're doing 21 damage again, so we gotta do this, and then it's a little unfortunate, but sure. We are gonna take 9 damage. Starting to get to the point where it's a little dangerous, but this guy's also getting to a dangerous point. Definitely will never need a basic strike again. I don't think we need to accelerate the poison on him. We're trying to outblock him, but anyway, the problem is it's just taking a little while to get there. We've got a pretty nice vice grip on him. It just could be better. Every turn at this point, he's taking 30. He's probably on a 3-turn clock at worst for me. You're definitely gonna want to defend. I'll admit, I got a little greedy in the old brain department. I said, oh, we got him in a really good spot, but, he's done, regardless. So we're going to make it. And that's pretty exciting for a 37-minute run. Hold on, I have some more text messages. Let's eat out, but come home first. And then she said, great job on your exam. And I said, thumbs up emoji. Thank you. Okay. I think we got a real shot at this one. I would love to do a little bit more improvement, and I'm worried about our elite here. But do keep in mind, the elite A gives us some advantage. Definitely want to go here. And B, they give us relics after we fight them, is what I mean to say. We definitely want to draw 2 cards on the first turn. That could have an unbelievable impact. B, as soon as we draw a Corpse Explosion, it's friggin' on. Because the Corpse Explosion collateral damage will wipe the other one out, no question. So we're holding off on that just now. Who are we going to focus on? We saved 2 damage by pivoting this way, so that's what we're going to do. Then we can play this. We got the hand space for it. We have block, which is very nice. So we're going to apply poison. And we're going to bane you. We're going to bane you. You're in just a truly awful spot already. I'm going to be smart. Because you're doing 24 damage. That's how we're going to play our first turn. And it went insanely well. Please draw a Corpse Explosion. We didn't. So, we're going to play our hand. Without you dying, we definitely need to turn to face you. So you're going to hit us for 24 damage. It's a lot. Especially considering how excited I was mere seconds ago. But really, everything's okay. We're going to take another 2 damage. Everything's okay. We're just stalling till the inevitable Corpse Explosion, which we now have. Corpse Explosion here, insanely good. Apply Terror. We definitely have to turn and face this guy. And then we'll block. We're still gonna get hit for like 8. But he's gonna get... Oh, yeah, we're still gonna get hit for 8. But he's gonna be like in a horrible position. All things considered, it could have been worse. Gambling chip is relatively nice, I think. And you know what? I think we actually would love another Caltrops to fight this guy. So just remember, block is very important. That being said, we're only going to keep Survivor in our hand for now. We're going to play Survivor and dump a basic strike. It gives us a little bit more room to work with. Well-laid plans, very important. We're going to definitely pop this, and we're going to definitely pop that, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go here. And this is 5 damage, so I will pop it. And you're not poisoned yet, which is a real bummer. But, am I going to hit you? Why not? It's not like we can roll over the block. So we're going to get a bunch of garbage. Luckily, well, there's not much luck involved. No block to begin with. Start with adrenaline. Please draw some block. We are going to die because we have no block. Even with weakness, I mean, like, this is a huge bummer. I think for 1, we might as well play. It's actually 1 damage to us. He gets 12 poison and 5 more damage on top of that. That's just horrendous luck. But I think we're still in it. It's just way tougher now. He's doing 12 damage. That's hilarious. Not a whole lot of block. Thank God for the block. Don't get rid of the days. Keep that. Get rid of this. And maybe get rid of it. Well, you only have to get rid of 1. Get rid of this then. If we play our other Caltrops, he will kill us both. So sadly, we're kind of frozen. I mean, we're living with 1 HP right now. Sucks real bad. Well, what are you gonna do, right? It's a living. I guess the idea is that, you know, over time, maybe you just get Caltrops at exactly the right time. Have to. Has to be a block. Was not a block. We will die. Well, I'm going out on my terms, buddy. Just kidding, I can't. And we're gonna burn to death. Ah, we were close. Close, but no cigar. I had a lot of fun on this run, though, as evidenced by the speed of it, for sure. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!